One thing that is really important that I forgot to mention in the last video is about measuring our progress. Now, like I said in the last video, one of the first videos I posted, we will all be doing this detox for different reasons. If your goal is for weight loss, there is a whole document that I'll be posting that Ellen talks on about measuring your progress and the importance of that. If it's for weight loss, then I would encourage you to take your measurements, and I can give you information as to how to do that. Because you will see a marked difference at the end of the 21 days, not only for kind of your fluid retention and the puffiness in your body, as it kind of gets rid of the toxins in your body, but also just generally it will help to work through some of those fat layers for you if that is your goal. So I'd encourage you to definitely take measurements at the start, and probably every week, I think, is what the detox encourages, to help you see it, because when you are struggling on it, it helps to keep you focused because you can see your progress. Same with weighing scales. If you want to be able to see what your weight was at the start and at the end, that can help. But I don't ever find weighing scales the best way of measuring progress, because we change all the time with our hormones. To me, measurements are the best if you want to see your progress generally in your body. But for me personally, I do this for, like I said, kind of just cleansing my body through my training regime as a person these days. Where I've got to is I'm on a journey to be able to, I want to build as much muscle in my body as possible. No, I don't want to be a bodybuilder, ladies, but I do want to feel strong and fit and kind of firm across my body with my muscle mass. So this detox, I do lose a little bit of weight in it, because we all will do a little bit, because we're kind of like bringing our bodies in line again. But I do also lose a little bit of muscle mass in my body as well, because my body's kind of having a big shake up. But when I've measured this before, I've lost maybe 2 to 3%, and within 2 weeks again, it's gone back on. I do train alongside my detox. For those of us that are like training on a training program, you can do this alongside it, no problem. I've done it many times. I train about 4 days a week anyway on my personal goals. Some of you may not do any fitness at all, and that is totally okay. It's fine to do that. Just remember, whatever we're doing on this detox is little changes make big impacts. So you don't need to be getting overwhelmed thinking, man, I need to do everything, tick every single box, otherwise I failed. This is not what it's about. It's about getting our minds in line with the nutrition our body needs. So any little change will make all the difference to you seeing results. The more strict you are to the detox, the bigger results you will receive, but that should never be to the detriment of you feeling unwell emotionally or physically in your body. And that is also the other important thing with having other women alongside you, because we are complex, beautiful creatures as women, and when you bring complex, beautiful women together to support one another, that really does fire us on when we're kind of struggling emotionally, and then with food on top of that, nutrition. So measuring our progress is really, really important, because on the difficult days, the first week you will probably find the hardest, especially if you're a big coffee drinker and you have lots of refined sugars or refined foods in your diet. You will find it the hardest. Ellen talks about that a lot in the detox. But usually by the end of the first week, you start feeling a lot more energy. You might feel a lot more tired in the first week, because you're giving your body a real shake up. Your whole gut's having a massive shake up. Because it's adapted to how you've been eating. And by the second week, you start feeling a real boost of energy. And then by the end of the detox, you're firing on all cylinders. You're not feeling so tired and, what's the word I use, sludgy anymore. You're feeling more energized and focused, actually, mentally focused, more awake in your thought patterns. And I find as well with my cycle monthly, it just helps me kind of keep my hormones not going so erratic, cause naturally our hormones will want to kind of crave carbohydrates and refined sugars and foods when we're going through our cycle. definitely around just about a week before tends to, and so this does help to balance that out a lot more in my life anyway, and I know it does for other women. So measuring progress is important. That's basically what I'm trying to say here, so that you see your beginning and your end. And you could do that however you want to do. Photos is also another good one, because you can see any fluid retention. You'll have seen that moved from your body after the end of the 21 days. Measurements and obviously weighing scales if you want to do that as well. And you don't have to do any of these, ladies, because you will just feel it in your body. But I am a person who likes to be able to see progress, and so I like to be able to see a start and an end and almost like measure it. That's just part of my personality. So there's no pressure, but it is good to be able to measure it in some way for yourself at least. And that's that.